Welcome to a quick tutorial focusing on recording on Montage. This is part 1 of a series and related to the Music Production Guide, issue number 5, 2017. Let's get started with the actually loaded performance. To quick record some bars, I just press the record button of the transport area. Immediately it starts flashing, synchronized to the tempo of the recording. In addition, it takes me to the performance record screen. Here I am able to make settings, for example, if I want to quantize my recording to a dedicated time grid. I'll leave that off for now. I will start my recording at bar 2 in order to reset the super knob in bar 1 so that my further changes will be recorded correctly. I'm ready to record now. Let's say I'm not happy with this recording because I wanted to start with a different scene. In this case, I simply change the scene and I'm ready to start over. Due to the fact that my first recording is done, I now have the chance to change to a different record mode, like overdub or punch. But in this case, of course, I want to stay at replace. This overrides all previous recorded data. Now I'm going to record my second take. That's okay so far. I now want to record the super knob and controller data like assignable knobs separately. I switch to the home screen and deactivate keyboard control for all parts because I just want to record controller data. Going back to the record screen is now very important to use the play rec button on the screen and not use the record button. Pressing the button again would call up a complete new recording, but I want to continue on my existing work. Now I press record and change the mode to overdub, because I want to add the controller data to the existing recording. With these settings, I start the recording again. Imagine I did a mistake while turning the super knob. Therefore, we have the undo functionality, which deletes just the last recording. I've been asked if I'm sure and I press yes. I have to turn the super knob to the 0 position, which is the initial setting being recorded in bar 1, as you might remember. Now I am able to redo my recording. Now I'm going to play back my recording to see if this is the result I want to have. Now is the time to rename and save my song. I simply choose number 1 for this song and press done. In addition, I can export my recording as MIDI file. This could be used in another instrument or in a DAW like Cubase, or just as a kind of backup. In this case, I use the name of the performance to remember that this is the file that belongs to this particular performance. Now I will start a new recording from another performance. I go back to my live set and choose the one I'd like to record. In this case, I start by pressing the record button right away because I want to get a new song. I change to scene 2 and start recording. Now I want to demonstrate the record mode punch and undo again. My goal is now to just re-record a single bar, which is bar 3. So I press the record button again and change the mode to punch. Then I change the punch in bar to 3. Punch out is automatically set to bar 4, which is correct for my example. When I start now, my previous recording begins playing until the punch in bar, where I can insert my changes. As you can hear, my left hand was a bit too early before bar 3 started. Again, I use undo to delete my mistake and I can immediately start over again. This worked better now. Again, I rename the song. Recorded songs are automatically stored with a connection to their performance to the montage memory, so there is no additional need to save the song. To demonstrate this, I change quick to the home screen and change to another performance. Going back to the play record screen, the changed performance shows up in the upper right corner of the screen. Loading another song also loads the connected performance. If I now make changes, for example by activating a playback loop, I have to press Store Song and Performance Settings. If I then load another song and this new version again, it calls up the previous stored settings. When I'm done with all my recordings, it's time to take a look into the utility. There we have the data utility and the folder song. In this folder, I'm able to rename or delete single songs. If I have more songs, I can also use the job to select and delete a few songs together. To store all songs and performances in common, it is recommended to store a backup file. In order to do this, I stay in the utility and choose Save and change the content type to Backup File. Then I choose Save a new file and give it a specific name. I can also load songs directly from the utility. There I can choose just song or song and performance. Actually, the performance Slow Bell Jam is loaded. If I load just my song, number 1, the recent performance remains loaded. If I choose Song and Performance, both is loaded. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.